Hi, Lorraine here from Lowe's Life and Lessons. Welcome to my channel, and if you're new, I hope that you will consider subscribing, and if you like this type of video, give it a thumbs up. And what is this type of video? Today I'm going to talk about my core values. Now, I'm not here to tell anybody else how to live or what core values for you to choose for yourself. It's amazing to me how at 75, I still question, am I living the best life that I can live? Am I being the best person I can be? Am I being the person I want to be? Am I being a person who spreads light and positivity and joy in the world? Or the opposite, because I don't want to be the opposite. And I think that all human beings want to live a productive, loving, kind, giving type of life. And one of the ways that we do that is by following, first of all, by identifying our core values. First of all, I want you to notice that I'm not sharing with you my scent of the day. I've downsized my perfume collection quite significantly. In fact, in the past few weeks, I've sold about 40 bottles on Facebook Marketplace. I only want to keep the perfumes that I really love. There's so many perfumes that I like, and many that I like very much, but I can't possibly wear them all, and so I wanted to make sure that somebody else has a chance to enjoy them and they don't clutter up my space. So I'm only keeping the ones I love, therefore I don't have really as many to share with you every time I make a video. I will still share with you my perfume tray of the month because I do change that up every month, but in terms of sharing my scent of the day, I think I'm not going to do that anymore. So let's get on with the video today. What are core values? I have a few notes here that I'll be referring to. Core values are the fundamental beliefs that you have about your life. They guide behaviors, decisions, and actions, and they bring about a sense of purpose and self-worth. They remind us of what is important in our lives and of what we want more of in our lives. Now, the 10 Commandments are quite well known and they're pretty straightforward. But one thing that I did not know were the 5 principles or main teachings of Buddhism. And I thought that they were very interesting and I wanted to share those with you. There's 5 of them that are called the 5 precepts. And the first one is to refrain from taking life. So in other words, not killing any living being. Well, I'm a carnivore. I am not at all a vegetarian. I do like to eat meat. So obviously I'm not following that precept of Buddhism. The second precept is don't take what is not given. In other words, do not steal. And that is the same as the 7th commandment, thou shalt not steal. So that's pretty straightforward, and I would certainly say that's one of my basic core values, and certainly one of the core values of our society in general. The next is refrain from the misuse of the senses, not having too much sensual pleasure. Well, that's an interesting one. How do you measure how much is too much and how much is not enough? So that one would require a bit of thinking about. The next one is refrain from wrong speech. And I would have to agree with that one. That's a really good one, you know. If we were all a little more polite, if we kind of didn't swear so much, that's probably a good one. We could probably all do a bit better with that one. The next one is to refrain from intoxicants that cloud the mind. Now, I don't drink alcohol, and I haven't had a drink of alcohol for, about 35 years. And I am a person who believes really that the world would be much better without alcohol and drugs to intoxicate and damage brain cells and affect judgment and decision making. So that's probably one that we could all improve on, at least give it some thought, right? I was thinking about my own core values and I came up with 6. Now, I could probably come up with many more, but I don't want this video to be too long. And it's amazing to me how I still am questioning whether I am sticking to these core values. It doesn't happen overnight that we select core values for our own particular lifestyle, our own particular personality, and our own particular degree of willingness in how to live our lives. The first one, I would say, is reliability. I really like it when people can depend on me. So I usually do what I say I'm going to do. I'm not perfect. Of course, maybe I should say 98% of the time, I do what I say I'm going to do. If I say I'm going to send you a recipe on email or I'm going to send you a joke, I will do that. I'll remember to do that. It's really important for me that my friends and people around me, if I say something, they can depend that I'm actually going to do it. I think that's a really important core value for me. The next one is honesty, to tell the truth. That's pretty straightforward, but it's not always that easy to tell the truth, the whole truth. We twist things around, we kind of manipulate the truth a little bit, we leave out certain things. So I think that's one that we could all work on. I certainly can work on that one myself. Respect for self and others. Behave in a way that makes me feel good about myself. I always told my children that when you're going to do something, when you're deciding on a course of action, make sure that it's something that is going to leave you feeling good about yourself and respecting yourself. Efficiency. Don't waste time or energy. I think that is a really important core value of mine, is because I'm a nurse and I was trained that way. I was trained to not waste steps, to not waste motions, and I think that that's really important to me. I like to be efficient and I admire efficiency in other people. In fact, it irritates me no end when people are not efficient because, let's face it, efficiency may not be a core value of many other people. I find that efficiency in all things is always a challenge for me, and it's a fun challenge. I enjoy that one. Productivity. I like to be productive. I like to produce something every day, even if it's only a load of laundry or video to upload later on. So that to me is really important, to cook something or to clean my house or to clean a cupboard. It's important for me because I'm not working. Of course, it's easier for those of you who are still working, and it was certainly easier for me when I was working because I could be productive in my job. But being retired, sometimes it's a little more challenging. I want to feel that every day produces something in my life. Being productive also includes nurturing relationships. So I like to maybe make a phone call to somebody I haven't spoken to for a long time, or even connecting with them on Facebook or by Messenger. So being productive every day is a really important core value for me. And the last one is to manage my resources wisely. Yes, I like to be thrifty in how I spend my money. I don't like clutter. I don't like to stockpile things. I used to do a lot more stockpiling than I do now. It's not something that I value anymore. I don't like to waste things, and I like to use things up until they're finished or they're worn out and they serve no more purpose. So these are 6 of my own personal core values. They might be the same as yours. Some of them might be the same. Yours may be completely different. If you would like to share some of your core values, I would love to hear what you have to say in the comments below. I thank you so much for joining me today. Take care. I love you all so much. I appreciate how you are supporting my channel, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye-bye for now.